The best advice I can give you is don't take this session personally. We are all we are all who we are really based upon our training. I mean, I think about the tragedy that happened at Guyana. Is that where it was? Guyana, with Pastor Jim Jones, and everybody drank the Kool-Aid and many people died. I mean, some of you are old enough to remember that. We are all who we are based upon a number of factors. I mean, I've many times thought, what if I grew up in Sydney, Australia? How would that have changed me, the people, the culture around me, the differences, or even New York City? You know, instead of a little dinky town in Kentucky called Stamping Ground, Kentucky, which was like Mayberry. I mean, how would I be different? How would I think different? How would I see things? And we are all products, especially in the beginning of our lives, but even when we join network marketing, we're all products of the culture in which we were raised, the training which we received or didn't receive. And for me, I've always taken that very personally, the fact that my team is always a reflection of me, and that it's my responsibility to make sure that I provide them the best possible training that I can based upon wisdom of the ages success principles and also proper, skill set training. So we're all training, and some people have experienced good training based upon wisdom of the ages, success principles, and proven sequential leadership development training that will help us, maximize our personal incomes by maximizing the incomes of those on our team. And that's kind of been my focus my entire career. And then there's others have been taught very illogical ideas that make absolutely no sense. And believe me, the network marketing business model is full of those ideas. And there's some that have been taught illogical ideas that make absolutely no sense to any business-minded people or a business-minded person that has common sense. False ideas have been propagated throughout the network marketing industry. And I believe some of the reasons that they've been propagated throughout the industry are for the wrong reasons. Some have been propagated to prop up the checks of people that are in legacy companies to keep them from just dwindling away. And then there's a lot of newbies and naive people that have been depending upon the self-proclaimed gurus and what's their next course or their next seminar going to be. One of the most powerful quotes I've heard in many years is from a lady named Miss Tate, and she said, "Don't resell the lies you bought." And this came out about the time when everybody was promoting different affiliate programs within network marketing. Y'all remember, a few years ago when everybody was trying to communicate and tell the whole market, if you want to be perceived to be a network marketing professional, then you must have a blog. If you want to be perceived to be a network marketing professional, then you must have a blog. And for me, a blog has nothing to do with anything. It's not about perceived to be, it's about being. What do you want to be? What do my whole thing is I want to help people become to be the very best they can be. But back to the quote. Don't resell the lies you bought, obliviate them so nobody else gets a hold of them, and unlearn them and re-educate yourself and then teach that which is true. I love that quote. It's one of the most powerful that I've ever heard in years. And again, there have been many lies that have been propagated throughout the network marketing industry that have thrown the entire industry off track. The number one lie is the direct outreach to your target market is a bad idea. That's the number one lie. The direct outreach to your target market is a bad idea. About a month ago, I had a great conversation with a 7-figure earner who was absolutely blistering me for sending him a direct outreach promotion. And you'll hear the entire email sequence here in a little bit. But after a series of very logical, thought-provoking, and real conversations, and after he blistered me, I'm going to share the conclusion that he came to. And I believe every one of you that listened to this entire session will come to. So it's my hope, at least, it's my hope that you'll come to this logical conclusion that he came to. And you'll hear the entire story again later in this podcast, but I want you to hear this little clip. And remember, this guy, I mean, great guy. He did some time in prison. He came out of prison and found network marketing, and he's built a strong 7-figure income. Strong. And after blistering me and then speaking with me on the phone, here's the conclusion he came to regarding direct outreach in his own words.
A stigma was put on it. And it became a taboo. And then we bought into that crap, and then now none of us do that. The very thing that makes the most sense. Reach out to like-minded people and get to the damn point. But now we rather somebody blowing smoke up our ass in our inbox and acting like they really care about my daughter and what we ate yesterday and where we went just to get to a pitch. Versus, hey man, let's just cut to the chase, get to the pitch, and I'll tell you if it is or isn't for me. Why is that a bad thing, right? Makes no sense. But that's where we are right now.
So that really kind of says it all. But you're about to hear parts of a full podcast I did a month or so ago called MLM Team Building Secrets, 3 behind the curtain secrets that nobody has the guts to reveal. And secret number 2 is, even though we teach our team over 20 ways to create leads for customers and team builders, direct outreach is by far the most effective way today in today's network marketing environment to find good people. I mean, network marketing, especially today, is full of good people on what I call the MLM hamster wheel, just spinning away and getting nowhere. Just spinning around, getting nowhere. Good people. And listen to this session, and I'll be back with you just as soon as we wrap it up, and wrap it up just as soon as we're done with this clip from the recent podcast I did. We teach our team over 20 ways that we have really refined over the years to create leads, not just for team members, but also for customers. Our primary focus is customer acquisition, because if you don't have anybody ordering your products except those that are attempting to build a business, you're fooling yourself. Let me say that again. If the only people ordering your products are the people that are involved in your business, you're fooling yourself. You don't have customers. All real businesses have customers. I mean, think about this. How could a restaurant survive if they said the only people that can eat at this restaurant are people that work at this restaurant? We don't allow any outside people to come in. It's just we're serving each other. The only people that can eat at this restaurant are people that work at this restaurant. It's ridiculous. And that's the way most network marketing business models, unfortunately, are set up today. And without question, it's not even debatable. Direct outreach to your target market is the most effective way to find customers for your business and also quality people for your team. Let me say that again. Direct outreach to your target market is the most effective way to find customers for your business and also quality people for your team. And if that's true, the real question is, why is it so opposed in the mainstream network marketing, attraction marketing, MLM world? If it is the most effective way to add new team members, why is it so opposed? And I heard it said early in my career, if 1,000 people say a stupid thing, it's still a stupid thing. And if somebody tells you there's something wrong with direct outreach to your target market, ladies and gentlemen, it's a stupid thing. And I find it fascinating, the number of people that feel the need to lecture our team members about why it's bad and why it's a bad idea to send promotions with a link where that person has the opportunity to get more information if they choose to. And then they go on to tell us how that will never work and how offended they are that we sent them an email or a promotion with a link in it. And then some go on to pontificate about how you first must develop a relationship with someone before you introduce their opportunity and blah, 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 blah. And when people start down that path with me, it's just a clear indication that they've drank the attraction marketing courses, whatever the attraction marketing course sellers are selling. When they start down that path with me, it's a clear indication they've drank the Kool-Aid. They've drank the attraction marketing course sellers, MLM Kool-Aid. And I have no idea, and they have no idea, period, how the real business world works. They have no idea. So I just want to make this as clear as possible, and I want you to hear me. There have been many lies that have been propagated throughout the MLM industry, but the fact that direct outreach is a bad idea, sending targeted direct outreach to your targeted market is a bad idea. The thought that it's even a bad idea makes no sense at all. Again, if 1,000 people say a stupid thing, it's still a stupid thing. And it's probably, that philosophy is probably the biggest. There's been a lot of crazy ideas that have been propagated throughout the MLM industry, but that's probably the craziest. It's just ridiculous to think that somehow people have been convinced that direct outreach to your target market is there's something unethical or scummy or scammy about it. What you should never, under any circumstance, contact your target market and give them a link with more information. That if they want to keep in the loop regarding an alternative opportunity, they can learn more. Most pros want to stay in the loop. Newbies and rookies have been taught to behave negatively to that type of approach, therefore keeping them out of the loop. And that's really the intention of this warped philosophy, to keep people out of the loop. That's what's going on. They tell you the crap that they tell you about direct outreach to keep you out of the loop. And if you believe that direct outreach is scammy and you should never send links and blah, 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 and that's not the correct way, you first must form people and you have to develop relationships, and all the BS that all the Kool-Aid that you've drank from these people, if you believe this, the only way I can clearly communicate it is just to say, look, you've been lied to. You've been lied to. In fact, I've got a podcast that covers this in depth. It's momsuccess.com/story234. And all it talks about is why direct outreach is so effective and why so many people don't want you to realize how effective it is. The truth is, if people learn how to properly contact people in their target market, there'd be no need to buy courses from these self-proclaimed MLM gurus teaching attraction marketing, how to waste a lot of money on Facebook ads, or how to dance on TikTok to recruit new distributors. The reason people we call leaders in these legacy companies have latched on to never send direct outreach, and hear me, the reason legacy leaders have latched on to this philosophy, it's real simple. Because weak leaders love that philosophy. The reason they have weak leadership has latched on to that philosophy. And again, I've got an entire podcast on this as well. It's on poaching MLM distributors. It's session 199, MLMsuccess.com/story199. See, what these weak leaders know, they know that if their team members send their promotions from their legacy companies to lethally skilled people like the members of our team, they're going to be giving undeniable facts on the silver platter, showing that their company peaked in this year. And like I was looking at one this morning, somebody had sent that the company peaked in 2003. They credit water to about 2007. They're starting their downhill spiral now, and the company's on the way down. I don't remember which one it was, B Hip or B Epic or something. I don't know. But see, so these attraction marketing and even companies and, legacy companies like, you name the company, they don't want their people out there trying to recruit others because, again, our team members will hand them the facts on a silver platter. They will. They'll give them the undeniable facts on a silver platter. And those that are not so emotionally involved in their legacy companies, who are able to process the facts, will decide based upon the facts that they see to do their due diligence. And they'll check out whatever we're doing, and it will be timely. There'll be a lot of money there. It'll make a lot of sense. And making a pivot from whatever they're doing to whatever we're doing will be a no-brainer for those that care more about reaching their goals than anything else. Now, granted, most network marketers sitting back in their social club, and they're not making any attempt to even build a business, but they do know that if their people start doing outreach, that they're going to start losing their people. They just know it, especially leaders in legacy companies. And then the self-proclaimed gurus know that if people learn how to effectively do direct outreach, how to effectively do it, and were well trained, that they would have absolutely no need to buy whatever the next course they're coming out with is going to be, or to attend their seminars, or whatever. So that's really what's going on here. That's really what's going on here. And people ask me all the time, they say, Dale, well, how would you feel if people were trying to recruit your people all the time through social media and sending them spammy emails and blah, blah, blah? And I said, look, take all you can take. Take every one of them you can take. Because if I'm not providing my people with the direction and the leadership and the methods where they can get in, stay in, and progress month after month towards their goals, if I'm not providing that to our team, and they think that somebody else can, take them. Take all you can take. A team is only as strong as their weakest link anyway. And I have people. If you're on our YouTube channel, you can see the stories. I have people that have been on the network marketing treadmill for years, and for the first time are now achieving their goals. I mean, listen to Kamala Robinson's story, 11 years with It Works. Well, It Works didn't work for her. $300 a month was the most she ever made. And last month, this year she's had months, where she's made over $20,000. Never made over $300 for 11 years. She stayed there 11 years. So you think Kamala's going to go to whatever you're doing now, especially, a legacy company? She's too lethally skilled. She understands. She's too knowledgeable. Take all my people you can take. I'm not afraid of that at all. Poach them all. Take everyone you can take, because you're not going to touch the people whose lives have sincerely been 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 transformed from a skill set standpoint, a mindset standpoint, and from a financial progression standpoint. They've already been down your road. They've already been down your road. It just amazes me. I mean, it really does. I mean, to any common sense business person on the planet, direct outreach to people in your target market is the most successful way to find potential team members. I'm going to share with you in just a second a voice recording I received from a seven-figure network marketing builder. This guy has quite a story. I mean, he sold drugs on the streets of California, was arrested, did some time in prison. Then he got out and he got involved with the network marketing business model, and it changed his life. Fabulous story. And when he started his career, I mean, he built his team by doing direct outreach. Then, when weak leaders and self proclaimed gurus made direct outreach taboo to ensure they could continue selling their attraction marketing affiliate programs and that legacy leaders could hold on to their checks, and that got propagated throughout the profession, he just stopped doing it. And again, I think it's real important that people really understand what's going on here. The reason direct outreach is, and what is direct outreach? It's sending promotions, sending information to your target market with links that they can click if they would like to learn more. No obligation. It's like, hey, here's what's going on. It's new. You've never seen it before. Check out this information. If you want to know more, let me know. And somehow that's just become taboo. And again, the reason it's become taboo is because legacy company leaders know that if new people go into the marketplace and try to uh, contact our people who are always going to be in front of the most unique income generating opportunity in the market. We always will be. And they try to come at us with some, legacy company, that we will give them the facts on the silver platter. The people that are not so emotionally involved with that company and who really want to move forward and progress and build a real business will do their due diligence. And when they do, the pivot to whatever we're doing will be very obvious. And they know that. And then the attraction marketers know that if people learn how to effectively do direct outreach, that they won't need to buy their latest How to Dance on TikTok and build a network marketing team course, or come to their seminars and whatever other social club event that they're having. They know that, because if you learn how to effectively do direct outreach, uh, you'll have that's the most effective way to build your team, period. So that's really what's going on. But anyway, somehow they've convinced what I would consider reasonably intelligent people that direct outreach to your target market is a bad idea. And anyway, the gentleman I was telling you about, I've been watching this guy for a while. I love his prison to success story. I just do. And I've always thought he would be a good guy to work with. And I felt like he came from a very value focused place, that he sincerely had the desire to help people. I've always felt that. And anyway, I sent him a promotion, one of our just standard direct outreach promotions. And here's the email I get back from him. It was actually a Facebook message. Okay, I think you'll find this very interesting. Okay, dang, You jumped in people's inbox with links and joined like I know the facts. And people's inboxes with links and join like I know the facts. That marketing strategy is not working out well for you. Respectfully, if you want to learn how to make the correct way to reach out to me, because this ain't it, boss. Nevertheless, I still wish you the best and nothing but success. And I said, I'm not going to use his name. Some of you will know his name. But I said anyway, first name. I'm one of the few people on the planet that's developed a team of over 200 5, 6, and 7-figure earners. Direct outreach is the number one way to recruit people because there are so many frustrated network marketers. I've been following you since, and I said the name of the company. Do yourself a favor and listen to this podcast. And I sent him to the one I've already probably mentioned, imamsuccess.com/story 234. You've been lied to. He didn't listen. Or he didn't go to the podcast. He says, bro, I don't care how you spin it. This ain't it. And if you show me right now that you are the current top person in the company, or at the very least in the top 10 on the leaderboard, I'll do one better. Show me you're anywhere on the leaderboard, and I'll take back what I said. Otherwise, documentation beats conversation. That's where I stand. And see, I appreciate his forwardness. I do, man. I like communicating with people that keep on the facts. It's not, hey, you're an idiot. It's show me that what you're doing is really successful. Back up what you just said here. And I appreciate that. Ask for documentation. And I sent him our documentation video, which is it's pretty powerful, really. And I showed him that not only am I on the leaderboard for our company, but 15 of the top 50 distributors in that company are on my personal team. So he just kind of played into it. And then that started a really awesome conversation back and forth. And it was really good. It was really good. And, I'm not going to, it was good, really good. And so again, he was coming at me like direct outreach in my inbox is not the way to do it. And I said, I beg your pardon, look at the facts. And ladies and gentlemen, I know no other way to say it. If you have an average IQ, uh, I, I am blown away the number of people that have just have drank this Kool-Aid. It really blows my mind. But I tell you what, let's just do this. I'm going to share with you uh, a part of a voice message I got from this guy, the prison to success dude that was selling drugs in California, after we had a very, very good conversation back and forth. Hold on just a second. Let me pull that up for you. This will be good.
Now, you shown me the light that look, man. You know what I mean? We all started out doing it the right way. Cold outreach. We all started out like that. But then somewhere down the line, a stigma was put on it. And it became a bad thing. It became taboo. And then we bought into that crap. And then now none of us do that. The very thing that makes the most sense. Reach out to like-minded people and get to the damn point. But now we rather somebody blowing smoke up our ass in our inbox and acting like they really care about my daughter and where we ate yesterday and where we went just to get to a pitch versus, hey, man, let's just cut to the chase, get to the pitch, and I'll tell you if it is or isn't for me. Why is that a bad thing, right? Makes no sense. But that's where we are right now.
I can't go on and on, but you guys get the idea. He's browbeating me in the beginning. What are you doing showing up in my email box? This ain't the way to do it, bro. And after some serious conversation, obviously, it's the best way to do it. It's the way he built his team originally. I mean, I don't know what to say. If you have an average IQ and you've repeated this nonsense to people, the direct outreach is spammy. The beach babes, what I'm talking about. They pointing your finger, sending spammy email. It's like they don't have a clue what they're talking about. And it's wrong. It's not the way to do it. If you've been preaching that message, I hope you're feeling embarrassed that you brought into that propaganda. And I really hope you're ashamed. And quite frankly, you should be. Before you take advice from anyone, always ask yourself, who is this person and why should I be listening to them? Without question, direct outreach to your target market is the very best way to find frustrated network marketers that are on the MLM hamster wheel who are deadly serious about their financial future and building a successful network marketing team. Is that going to be most of the people? Absolutely not. Most of the people are stuck on the hamster wheel and don't even know it. They're hanging out in the MLM social club. The thought of really building a successful business is a dream that they gave up on years ago, and they're just hanging out to be hanging out. That's not who we're looking for, because there are some really good people, and we found a ton of them over the years that are really ready to take their financial future to a new level. So again, if you've been trying to communicate to people that common sense is not common sense, those of us that really know and are in the trenches know that you don't have a clue what you're doing. You've bought the attraction marketing, direct outreach is a bad thing Kool-Aid, and you honestly should have been smarter than that. You honestly should. I don't know what else to say. If 1,000 people say a stupid thing, it's still a stupid thing. I really don't know what else to say. I hope you're upset. I hope you're pissed off, but not at me. I hope it's at the person that shared this false, ridiculous propaganda with you. I'm not the one that gave you the Kool-Aid. And hopefully we've put this issue to rest. And now that we are past this, I hope you will contact the person that sent you this session and learn more about what many are calling the last network marketing company they will ever join. I mean, we're helping dozens of people every single week. It'll soon be hundreds. Get off the network marketing hamster wheel, as we'll be adding thousands of new customers on a monthly basis to our team. Our focus with network marketers will be over soon, honestly. And for me, the sooner the better. And some will just miss it or join later. So again, right now, I mean, it's working. And what we're doing is we're helping people off the hamster wheel. We're putting them on a predictable, sequential path to success with the most unique, one-of-a-kind niche in network marketing history. The most unique, one-of-a-kind niche in network marketing history. So I'll hope you get back with the person that cared enough about you to send this. It should be obvious at this point that, you know, whether you do your due diligence or not, it's not going to affect them and their growth of their organization at all. Quite frankly, some of you have been so rude and vindictive, you probably owe somebody an apology. But seriously, I understand, as I said when this session started, we are all products of our training, good or bad. Good or bad. But I hope that this session has been a brain tweak for you, and I'll end it with the quote I started with. And I wish all of you would pick up this quote and run with it. It's again, the most powerful I've ever heard. Don't resell the lies you bought. Obliterate them so no one else gets a hold of them, and unlearn them and re-educate yourself and teach that which is real. My name is Dale Calvert. Thanks for listening. God bless. Look forward to meeting you in the future.
Did you enjoy this story? Then you will probably enjoy some of the other sessions of this podcast. you can visit MLMsuccess.com and see a full playlist of the podcast since the day we started. Would you like to put some faces with the voices? Then search for Dale Calvert MLM Success Podcast on YouTube and follow us there. Please leave a comment on YouTube and let our special guests know how their story inspired you or affected you. Dale spends most of his social media time in private groups he has founded, but you can follow his public Facebook page at facebook.com/Dale Calvert page. And of course, your comments and feedback on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you access this podcast is always appreciated. Thanks for listening, and we will be back next week and share with you another real success story that is happening right now in this new era of wealth creation that most still don't know exist. Yet.